The Showtime Lakers had one of the greatest dynasties of all time with two of the best players of all time in Magic and Kareem. Their run occurred in the 80s, but today I'm trying to recreate that in the modern era.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I'm using only players from today to recreate that team in today's game. So here is the roster I came up with to recreate the Showtime Lakers. We got Magic Johnson, aka LeBron James, at the point guard here. Then we got DeJounte Murray. He's playing the Byron Scott role on this team. Then Pascal Siakam as James Worthy. This was an interesting one. I couldn't find that many great comparisons to him, but I think Siakam will fit his role pretty nicely. We then had John Collins playing the AC Green role. I mean, this one was kind of a tough one too, but I think I decided to have him because he's just a solid player, can do a lot of things on the floor, just like AC Green. Then manning the middle, the Kareem role, we have Anthony Davis. The reason I chose Anthony Davis for this is because he's one of the best centers in the league, first of all. Second of all, Kareem himself said a couple years back that Anthony Davis is the player that played like him the most, obviously besides the jump shot. But I have a fix for that. I changed the tendencies for a lot of these players so they can play more like their respective role. Then off the bench, we have the power forward Kurt Rambis as Jared Vanderbilt. He's kind of a higher overall than Kurt probably would be in today's game, but you know what? I thought the stats kind of matched and the build kind of matched as well. Then we have Naz Reid as Michael Thompson. This one was a little difficult too, but I decided to just go for it, you know. They do have similar stats, so they kind of lined up in my eyes. Then the Michael Cooper role, Caruso. Michael Cooper won a Defensive Player of the Year during their run. Caruso has the ability to do the same thing. Probably not likely at all, really, in this simulation. But, like, if he played, like, 30 minutes, he probably could. So I just chose 8 players because there's only 8 players playing more than 12 minutes per game on the roster originally. So I figured just run an 8-man rotation. That's all we need. I also just did this with the Bulls a couple weeks ago. If you missed it or you're new here, so go check that one out after this one if that intrigues you at all. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Let's simulate a couple games here and see how we're going. We lose to the Warriors off rip. It's not great. We gotta turn that off. But let's see the box scores. So Anthony Davis is taking over as the lead scorer. I like that. LeBron doing a little everything like Magic Johnson. Siakam getting a lot of assists, which that's kind of interesting. I think we need to put the ball more in the hands of our stars. That's going to change right now. Worthy's not getting toe assists out there, bro. Yeah, Siakam's low-key like dominating this team. Like 36 points, 7-6. DeJounte Murray led the way, okay. Some a little bit more here. They're getting a couple wins here. We lost 1 game so far. Let's check out this box score right here. A huge game. LeBron triple-double, that is kind of realistic. Magic numbers right there. John Collins 30-point game. Wow, that's pretty insane. Siakam, he's getting so many assists. Like, I turned his touches down even more and he still gets so many assists. Also, the pace of play is probably higher in today's game than it was back then, so that plays a part into the statistic wise. Bro, like, everybody on our team can get triple-doubles. Like, LeBron, Anthony Davis, kind of not so much, but then DeJounte Murray, Siakam, even John Collins like has the ability to. I just realized we didn't even do the system proficiency. I guess balance is probably the best. LeBron does make the All-Star team, averaging 27 and 9 assists per game. It's pretty good, Magic-like. Anthony Davis, does he? He does as well. He hit up 22 almost, 10, and 2 blocks. I'm kind of basing it off the year that they won 65 games when Kareem was pretty old. He was 39 years old. So this is kind of realistic for Anthony Davis. But at the All-Star break, we just about to go over. We're 47 or 48 and 10 now. Let's see if we can get that 65 and 17 record. We just lost 3 in a week. That's probably not a good sign for that. Yeah, it's not looking good for that matching their record, but honestly, it's pretty close. No awards for this team, doesn't look like, except the coach of the year. Yep, the real team won 65 games, we won 64, so very similar. LeBron makes a second team with the similar numbers at the break as he had there. So here's what everyone else did. 80, basically double-double, pretty realistic stuff there. LeBron obviously. Then Siakam had a really nice all-around year. He did probably a little bit more than Worthy would do on the floor in total. Worthy's more of just a bucket getter, I think. We can get some rebounds too, but he only averaged 3 assists that year, which is kind of crazy. But Byron Scott, I mean, he also did a little bit more than he probably should. He was just more of like a scorer and then defender. John Collins, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do out there. Vanderbilt, yeah, he just was able to score a little bit of points, get a couple rebounds. Pretty realistic numbers from him as well. All right, so the playoffs are here. We're going to have to run. I don't know why these guys are tired because they better not have played, but we're going to have to run our guys into the ground. Anthony Davis playing 42 minutes per game. I think we should play like 40. Alright, so the first round is against the Nuggets, who beat the Lakers last year. Let's see if this version of the team can actually beat them. Simulate round, and we actually sweep them. No way. So it was the opposite of last year. Jokic in the game 7 was absolutely atrocious. Alright, it was game 7. Game 4, the easy sweep. James Worthy, Siakam, a very efficient night. Oh my goodness. Then we have the young OKC Thunder. Let's see what the Lakers can do against them. Simulate round. I think we kind of got scared there, but Siakam becoming like the dominant force in this game, even though I literally have his stuff a little bit down compared to like AD and LeBron. He's only like 80 shot tendency and 80 touch, or maybe even less touch than that. LeBron triple-double, but they do tie up the series here. We do win that game though. LeBron, great game. However, the Thunder have run away with this game basically. So that's not great for us unless we can make a fourth quarter comeback here. And I think it's going to fall a little bit short, yeah. Dude, come on. We're not losing the second round. Please, dude. This team's too good to lose in the second round to a young OKC team. A good first quarter, and then we lose it all by almost in the second. And it's looking good. Looks like we were able to beat them. Anthony Davis, a great game in that one. All-around team performance there. And now we got the other team in LA, the Clippers. They're starting Rocco. Interesting. We do have a better team than these guys, though. Like, we should win this series pretty easily as they win game 1. I mean, what is happening? John Collins should never be our leading scorer. Let's be real here, dude. LeBron, why are you shooting so many threes? We're going to need to win this game here. Come on, yes, we do win it. Commanding victory there to DeJounte Murray. What a game. Game 3. Let's go. We're on a roll here. Beat them by 7 this time. LeBron finally getting back on track there. Game 4. It's a must-need to win, and it is a victory. 41 from Anthony Davis. What a game. Sixers at the 17 made to the finals. We'll see if we can meet them there. Game 5. We do advance. LeBron is the finals MVP. The Western Conference Finals, that is. But now we have a tough matchup. We have Philly, but they're the 7th seed, though. It's like, are they really supposed to be here? Come on now. I think we're a better team by far. Alright, game 1. Simulate that match. We do come away with a nice victory. Anthony Davis, what a game. 17 assists for LeBron. Game 2, we win that one by 10 as well. LeBron just does a little bit of everything. He did foul out that game, though. Interesting. Let's see if we can hop into a game, though, before this series wraps up, because I kind of want to see this team in action. But the Lakers get off to an amazing start, 21-point advantage in that first quarter, and it's going to be too much to overcome for the Sixers. What a game from the dynamic duo of LeBron and AD, Magic and Kareem. Wow. And this could be it. A sweep in the finals would be kind of crazy after having some struggles with other teams in this playoff run. Looks like the West might be a better conference overall. Can we come down the wire for this one, please? Okay, here we go. Looks like the Lakers pulled away last minute here. So the Lakers win it all. LeBron James is your finals MVP, just like Magic did. He actually had a very Magic-like stat line there. That was amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching that one. If you did like it, please subscribe and be sure to watch the last one if you haven't already. Let's go.